guys hear?
Okay, everybody. We are here
with
today
extra music.
on a cooler day, but the sun's shining, so that's good. Chantal, my fabulous neighbor, is going to do another yoga for us. So, yay! It's going to be great. So enjoy and just have fun.
Meditation,
All right?
yoga music.
All right. Chantal, you're on.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys, but a little meditation yoga music.
Behind you, and
And it'll sound better. Okay.
because I've noticed that with mine. Mine too.
Okay.
You guys can still
All
hear
right.
it?
So again, if you typically either want to be barefoot or with shoes on, either one, whichever gives you more grip. I have my fancy yoga socks on,
You got your toe ins
and so does Kathy. Miss Kathy's got her yoga socks on,
I was going to put them on. I don't put them
and you forgot.
I know.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So if you do have problems with your knees, I always recommend having a towel to roll up, and in some of the poses that we're on our knees, it might be helpful. Or even when you need to sit up a little bit further on your bum to take some of the stress off as well. But I forgot to remind all of you, so that's only for the people watching. You will all suffer. Yeah, really. Pause. Go get your stuff.
Pause.
All right, so we're going to start off just in just the, what they call it, the pleasant pose. So just get yourself right in the world. I forgot to say this last time. You got to pull your butt cheeks out. Got to pull your butt cheeks out. Round out your hips. Be nice and long in your back. Arms out. Just a couple yoga breaths. Inhale. Exhale. And remember, it's very nasally. What did you describe, Kathy? Like you're snoring almost?
Snoring? Yeah. Okay.
It's like that without the snore.
Okay. That's a hard line.
So you're not breathing out your mouth, and it's not, you don't feel that at the front part of your throat. You feel it at the back of your throat. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're going to come up and start to do a warm-up. We're going to go into mountain pose, and we're going to get the breath up in us. Let me stand back a little bit so you can see. Okay. So mountain pose, the way that it really should be is that you're very grounded through your feet, and that you're, in my case, my toes are very spread apart and my big toes are touching, which means probably the inside of your knees are touching. You want to tilt your pelvis in just slightly to where you're almost elongated further this way. Okay, so we're gonna breathe. Inhale. Exhale into prayer pose. Inhale. Exhale, push it out into prayer. When you're in prayer, you really want to push your palms together. It's a little bit of a stretch here, and a little bit of a stretch in your chest, as well as just contracting those arm muscles and elongating those muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. This time we're going to stay up top, and we're going to exhale down. And we're going to go into a prone position. Just like some of Kathy's classes where you do mad cat and cow, we're going to do something similar to that. I don't know what happened to my music here, people.
See, Kathy, it's not just you.
Yeah. Exactly.
The music has a mind of its own.
It does. Sometimes if another app goes off, it cuts off the other app. So sorry, people. Okay, we're going to go into Mad Cat. Inhale. But this time when we exhale, you're going to go straight into a prone position, and you're going to alternate leg out and arm out. hold for a couple breaths. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, go back up into mad cat.
Cow.
Or mad cow.
Oh no.
No, mad cat.
No, mad
Oh,
cow.
mad cat's that. So no, we're going into,
Cow.
yes, cow, sorry.
You're good. Mad cow. I like mad cow.
Mad cow, you know?
I say
If you
mad
don't like
cow
it,
a
it's like
lot.
mad cow disease. You
There
don't want
go.
it.
There you go.
All right, so cow position. Exhale, back up into, but opposite side.
Look at all these bird dog ones.
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Inhale, back up into cow. Now we're going to go up into, to put your toes into the mat. We're going to go right up into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale into the plank position, all the way down into upward facing dog. If you want to go all the way up to cobra, you can. Don't push yourself though. And stay right here if you like. And exhale down. Toes back into the mat. Inhale back up into downward facing dog. Exhale to plank. Down to upward facing dog if you like it that far. Back down, exhale. Go ahead and just relax for 1 second. Put your head to one side. Other side. Okay, we're going to come back up. So come back up into downward dog. Oh, see? Other dog. Okay, walk yourself up to your hands. Inhale, back up. Exhale for a second. Get yourself grounded into mountain position.
That was downward.
We're the funny downward dog.
The downward dog.
The downward dog that went running by. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get ready for another sun salutation, not as difficult as before. So we're gonna start in prayer position. We're gonna inhale back up. Exhale, bend down at the waist. Bring your forehead into your knees. Inhale, up, look up. No, sorry. It's okay. Look up, hands on shins. Exhale, back down. As you're pulling against the backs of your legs or your knees, you just really want to feel that stretch in your back. Okay, inhale, arms out, start standing position. Exhale back to prayer position. All right, couple more times.
Is the inhale through your nose, but is the exhale through your mouth?
Exhale for me is through the nose always.
Okay.
Yeah, Pilates is a bit backwards.
I do Pilates that way and I also do my workouts that way.
Yeah, it's
Like a-
It's actually opposite of Pilates and a standard workout. It's actually an inhale and exhale through your nose, but it's that back side of your throat. So it's that really nasally.
Okay. I'm gonna
So are
practice that.
we're in and out through our nose, or you want to, or we can choose in and out?
You can choose, but
Okay.
real true meditation and yoga is in and out through your nose.
Okay.
Now, obviously, if y'all have breathing problems
was
through
gonna
your
say, I
nose,
should
that could be a
probably blow my
problem.
nose.
Then you do what you need
I
to
know.
do.
Okay.
But I mean, the focus is truly about a controlled breath.
Okay.
So if you feel more comfortable doing a controlled breath through your mouth, then you do that. So prayer position, inhale, exhale, dive down, forehead into your shins. Inhale, push up against your shins, head up, arched back. Exhale, back down, forehead into your shins. Inhale, arms out into the standing position. Exhale, back to prayer posture. My hood keeps wanting that. Here's beautiful. Okay. One more time. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, dive down, forehead into shins. Inhale, push up against your shins, head up, arched back. Exhale, back down. Inhale, arms up, stand up. Exhale, back down into prayer. So we should feel a little warm now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like shedding the
I know, I was thinking about taking my jacket
shedding the
off too.
weight. I'm getting warm. Okay, we're gonna go into basically almost a modified downward dog. It's called dolphin. So probably best way to start is knees down on the mat. So
Do it right. Let's try to sound like the dolphin.
first do hands up just like you did a downward dog, so like this. If you can, now just rest on your arms. It gives you just a little bit of a different dynamic through the back. So, and again, only go in as deep as you can, but make sure you have sure footing because this will make you slide on your mat if you don't have good traction. Okay, back up on your hands. Walk back up. Okay, make sure you've got a really, up slowly. I tend to go really fast.
And then
Don't get lightheaded when you do that. All right, if I had been a little more talented, I would have done it from down there. It's not easy though.
okay.
This next one, it is a good transition if you're much stronger, but so basically it's like downward dog. Put your hands down on the mat. Put your left foot behind your right foot. Straighten both legs, but straighten this one out.
It's bar class.
It is bar class. It is bar class.
Definitely feel the glute.
Oh yeah.
And you should be hinging only at your hips. Try not to tilt your hips.
Okay. I did tilt them because I was staring at you.
I know. That's why I said.
That's why you corrected me. Thank you. I
Okay.
know, totally busted.
Back down. If you want to stay in the down position, you can. If you want to start from scratch, do what Kathy just did. Come up slowly. Get your in breath and your exhale out. And then we'll switch sides. So my right foot was planted, so this time I'll plant my left foot and put my right foot behind me slightly. Bend down, hands underneath me. Step back slightly and leg up. Okay, come down onto your knees on your mat. Do a little child's pose stretch.
toes go.
Things that make you go.
Exactly.
All right. Back up to downward dog. Walk up to your hands. Slowly come up. Vertebra by vertebra. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down. Okay. I like to do the child pose in between when you're really doing some of those back
I agree.
exercises.
Yeah.
So
I do too.
now we're going to start with our hips. I know everybody was a bit sore the last time doing some hip stretches. That's what we're going to be doing now. So go ahead and whatever width you're comfortable with, put your right hand right in the middle in between. And then go up with your other arm. You can either look down at the ground at this hand, or if you're more advanced, try to look up to your left arm up in the sky.
Oh, shoot. Might help if I do the right and left.
Well, whichever one.
One or the other.
Just
We have
make
to
sure
do 'em
that when
both.
we move to the other side, you remember what that is.
There you go.
This should be opening up your hips, and you should be starting to twist in your back to get that release. Come back down, switch sides.
Oh, there was a pop. Oh, don't you love that?
I wish.
I love it.
All right, now both hands down. If you are ever so brave, move your arms back and bend your arms down. How far back?
our legs
Almost
are
in
still-
alignment with your feet.
Okay.
The heels?
Yep, that's fine. As
And our
far
legs
as
are
you can
straight?
make it without,
Okay.
your knees can be slightly bent, but you really want the stretch still through your legs. And it's mostly about hinging at your waist.
Did you feel it in your lower back too?
You should feel it on your inner thighs, your low back. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man. I hit it.
Did you hit it?
She found it.
My glutes are stretching.
Okay, walk your hands up. Just put your head up just slightly so you can look up. Now come slowly up onto your knees. Just slow, still wide leg stance.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay, now we're going to start to go into warrior. So this is warrior 2. So leave your left foot or whichever foot you choose. Sissy.
challenged.
For those of you who don't know your right or left,
Go with the instructor.
then point your right toes out.
Your
Go.
left toes or right toes? Well, if
She's
you're going
teacher.
that way, you are mirroring
One leg
her.
should be normal, parallel, or
Gotcha.
Her right is your
perpendicular.
left.
Gotcha.
Then this should be parallel with your body.
I think I got it. Yes.
So now you're going to lunge over this leg into warrior. So turn forward, but look the direction of your arm. Only go as low as you can. I'm already shaking, so what does that say for me? Well, I mean, you go, it's about the hips, so no, it's about whatever comfort you're at. Okay, come back up. Okay, here's tricky. Same right foot. Okay, we're gonna dive over this front.
Okay.
This leg up and arm up.
Should we look at the sky?
If you can look at the sky, look at the sky. Or at least look forward. Like me, I see Bethy.
Well, I'm not going to do shit. I had it.
Okay,
It's on Kaylee.
that's all right. Come back down.
Felt that one.
Okay, same leg though. Not done.
Okay.
That's not even my front foot.
Ready for this?
Yep.
Dive forward. Rear leg back up. Both hands facing forward.
This I can do.
Oh, you totally have it, Wayne.
And that's fine if you're wobbly.
Especially on the incline, right?
Yeah. This is a slope. You don't realize what a slope is.
That's right. We are on a slope, so we do recommend this on flat ground.
Exactly.
I
Are you
know.
using the car?
No. Okay, it was.
Okay, back down. Same. This knee out forward, but now this leg is following. And we're just going to go back into kind of a lunge.
You lean back.
It's called a crescent lunge. Yep, and you lean back slightly. Make sure to have those abdominal muscles sucked in though. Don't want to go back too far. Hurt your low back. Inhale. Exhale, right arm on the opposite side. So turn your other foot back if you need to. Okay, now your back leg, knee on the floor. Back up.
I gotta go out in the street.
Going downhill, do you?
I know, I'm debating whether to turn around or not.
I know.
Downhill might be more dangerous.
I think it's so. I think I might just go this way with the opposite leg.
Okay, hands down to your knee. Let's just stand up into mountain position for a minute. So slowly put your feet together. Come up slowly. Roll your arms back. Shake out your legs for a second.
That was a lot of it, just like bar.
Yep.
I told you it's bar.
Okay, we're gonna do other side.
Okay. But I think
I'm going angle. I'm gonna try this way.
Okay, so remember we started off in warrior, so this foot facing your left or right foot, your other right, your right foot facing out, your left foot comes perpendicular to your right foot, and go over your toes, or not over your toes, over your, right above your ankle, not over your toes, arms out. Okay, same foot, dive down. Both arms on the ground if you need to start that way. But then your one arm goes up in the air.
wait a minute. Our legs up, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, legs up.
I can't do it.
Now the harder one, turn to go over your hips, same legs out. As I fall.
Ah,
Same leg out, arms out in front of you. You topple, just keep trying. Go as far as you can. Okay, leg down.
timber.
Crescent lunge on this side. So knee back over your ankle. Arms up in the air. Left arm down over onto the ground.
lane?
No, this time I'm being nice and going in front.
Oh.
Last time I went behind.
Do the opposite.
Okay, down on your knee. Arms up. Okay, arms down into downward dog. Walk yourself up to your hands. Slowly come up. Roll those shoulders back before your head comes up. It reduces your blood pressure so you don't pass out.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Okay, now the really complicated one that y'all loved the last time.
Okay.
The twisted chair pose. I call it the twisted chair
Oh,
pose.
yes. Okay.
It's really called eagle. Right leg around your left, but then opposite arms. So left under. Once you've done that, sit. If you have to assist, just put your other toes. Look at my toes.
Down?
Right here, yeah.
Okay. My foot just doesn't want to go there.
I know.
I'm good at sitting.
People with longer legs actually have a better,
They do. I don't have long legs at all.
Yeah, me either.
like Kath can do this real good. Okay, back up. Inhale. Exhale down. Walk it out for a second.
Because I couldn't do that other one.
Because we're gonna do the other one.
Well, see, I really
Okay, opposite. And then your arms opposite again. This one's hard for me because of my shoulder.
Oh, yes.
So I have to marry my hands a little differently and sit. Which the adjustment is, if you do have a bad shoulder, just basically outstretch your arms. But make sure that your shoulders are down so that you're not shrugging your shoulders. You want a little bit of a stretch behind your shoulder blades. All right, just come to sit on your mat.
Okay.
Let's just sit straight up for a minute. Let our body adjust. Roll out your shoulders like I need to because my arm hurts. All right, feet in front of your body. Bend a knee. Flat on your back. Make sure that you pull your shoulders down the mat towards your pelvic bone, towards your bum. Come up into a bridge and interlace your hands under your bum. I want to see air under that mat. If you have neck problems, just do a prone neck. You should do a prone neck either anyways, but I like to rock my head back and forth. This is a good shoulder and upper neck stretch. Okay, back down. You guys can just lay there for a minute.
Look at that.
I got that one nailed.
Yeah, me too.
All right, go ahead and sit up, cross your legs. We're gonna do a modified child's pose, which is really a downward facing pleasant dog is what it's called.
Ooh.
But it's bent leg or cross legs, but the same purpose of going out.
Oh, I love this.
Ooh, and going down at a slope even puts more. It works.
Stretches you more, doesn't it?
You
Yeah.
don't have it either.
Is that Pop, pop, pop.
Exactly.
Okay, one more hard one. I'm going to turn against gravity and I'm going to go this way because we're going to do the boat again.
Okay.
I know everybody loved the boat.
Like hundreds, right? Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now, are we spread, or do we spread, or just stay together?
So go ahead and stay together. I start off like this, so in tabletop pretty much. And then I'll grab my toes
Oh, yeah, that's good.
and go into full boat.
Weird. I'm wondering if I
This
turn
is where
around.
short
You guys are
legs come
definitely
in.
fine.
This is where short legs are really good.
I
Come
wonder
on,
if I turn
Bethy.
this way, if it might work better.
See? Bethy can do it.
Because I keep
Oh, I messed her up.
I don't know.
There.
Oh, Sissy wants to do a Pilates move. She wants to do the whole V. I see you.
Roll her down the hill, somebody.
Put those legs together, sister. All right. Makes me happy. Okay. Seated, legs straight out. Again, move your cheeks and your bum to the open position so that you can sit straight up. Hands down on the mat, flat, right next to your hips. And just really elongate, toes straight up in the air, elongate the legs, elongate the spine.
Elongate your legs back.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Shoulders away from the ears. Your hands should be trying to go into the mat. It's very subtle, but it works just about every muscle in your body, as well as stretches it. All right. Semi-cross leg position. So go ahead and bend your knees. Put your left leg over your right knee. Right arm in the air. Come and cross over. Grab your hip. Spank your bum. Opposite hand behind you. And on every exhale, try to move a little further back into the twist. All right, arms out. Legs out. Other side. So left leg tucked under you, right leg crossing over the left. Left arm up in the air, over. Spank your bum if you can. And your other arm behind you. You'll notice really quickly which side of your body you carry more stress because you won't be able to stretch on one side as much as another.
The other side.
We're not even, so obviously I'm exceedingly stressed.
Sis, elbow in front of your knee. Yeah, that arm. Look at me real quick.
Oh, I don't have my elbow up. I'm sorry, I didn't have my knee up. I had it flat.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Thanks.
All right, release. Come onto your back, knees bent. This is called Happy Baby, but I call it the Happy Frog.
I love Happy Baby.
I do too.
I think I'll love Happy Frog.
So fingers in your toes if you've got that available, otherwise hands around your toes. Bend your knees into your elbows. Or your armpits, however. Yeah.
Somebody's barbecuing.
All the.
You need to move up. I think your people only see about half of the
What's
calf.
wrong with them?
Okay.
I know. You know, it could be him. He was doing hamburgers, I think, right now.
did those the other night.
Huh?
I thought he did those the other night.
We said thank you. I thought we did too. And he goes, no, it was quite a while ago. I'm like, I don't think so.
It's our last class.
Well, obviously we're eating hamburgers a lot. So.
Because we're gonna do, we're gonna do margarita.
Okay, legs straight up. Release one leg back into the mat. Straight if possible, but if not, bend your knee. Keep that other foot straight up in the air. Bend your knee if you have to, but this is about stretching your hamstring and your hip. So again, whenever you're exhaling, try to bring it in a little bit more. Pelvic completely firmly planted on the ground. Switch. Okay, come on, let your legs go. Come on to your side. I'll go on to my left side, but you guys can do whichever side you want. And we're gonna do kind of that jackknife where your butt's against the edge of the mat and your feet are at the other opposite edge. But now bring your upper body, this is the one you guys liked before, bring your upper body almost flat if you can,
Oh, yeah.
arms out.
Oh.
You should feel a nice stretch in your back and in your low back and a little partial hip on that side.
And my obliques.
Other side. Remember, bottom towards the back edge of your mat, feet towards the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Twist
Oh,
your shoulder underneath and arms stretched out.
We have the bluest skies here.
I know. Just happy when we get back, we have to do more classes outside.
Okay, onto your back.
I want to do this.
It's
stretch.
corpse pose time, people.
Okay.
What is it?
Corpse pose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so start off prone position on your back. Wiggle your feet, your ankles side to side. Wiggle your knees up and down, side to side. Rock on your hips a little bit until you get comfortable position. Do the same with your shoulders and your upper back. And then your arms. Wiggle them until they're in a comfortable position. And just breathe. can lay in that position for as long as you want. And yes, if your low back is uncomfortable or your knees, certainly put your knees up while you do that, but try to stay in that lying prone position. I'm gonna go ahead and get into lotus. Anybody who wants to join can. I like to end with just a second of sitting up and meditate. Because unless you're just going to go to sleep right after this class, it's better to sense yourself sitting up. Namaste.
Yay! Excellent class.
Thank you.
Great.
Elizabeth popped a couple of times, so you obviously were needing it.
Thank you, Chantal.
Bye, everybody. Hope you had a good class.
And we've got us extra 3, 4 of us. That helped, or went. I don't even know if that went down. There we go. I'm making everybody dizzy. All right, till next time. Have a great Easter weekend if I don't talk to you before. And enjoy. See you soon.